Hey all, Binks here. Thank you to Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring today's video. It is an awesome new game from Blizzard that is available on the go, so you can play this anywhere on your mobile device, either iOS or Android. I've been playing it on my off time, and I just love that it's really short, concise little battles. I love games that take like 2 to 4 minutes to be able to kind of get your fix in if you're on the bus. Anytime you can kind of squeeze it in, you could jump out, play a little bit, and have a ton of fun. So I've played a few hours of this game, but what I wanted to do is go back to the beginnings and take you through what it will be like if you download Warcraft Rumble right now and show you the ropes of how to play the game. So first thing we're going to do here is deploy a ranged troll to take out flying enemies. As it is, there's this kind of like rock, paper, scissors type setup. We have a flying enemy is going to do well against melee. The ranged enemies are going to do well against flying, and the melee enemies are going to do well against our ranged units. Decide which units to put out there in the battle. And then let's just send the house. Let's just send an army here. Now, our guys are going to get kind of wrecked by this this dude over here, so we're kind of learning the ropes a little bit. But the goal is going to be to take out your opponent's hero. So you know, some games just kind of have towers, but what's really cool at the end of this game, you kind of fight a hero that has different special abilities and can do a lot of different things. So we're going to take a nice little victory here. Time for some XP. Okay, give me some XP. We'll take a little bit of battle experience. Don't mind if I do. We're going to be able to level up our health and attack damage as we grow our units. This is going to be the best way that you can grow in your PvE experience, is by gaining those levels and getting your units stronger and stronger so you can take them on to the field of battle. So right here, we're just above Westfall here. We earned some progress for defeating Padfoot. And let's go win some more. So we're going to want to get these crowns. So this is the map. This is kind of like the main setup that you're going to be doing, where you find these different monsters and armies that you're going to do battle with. We're going to take Goldtooth here. This dynamite does massive area damage. You want to attack them from both sides. You don't want to group up your units. A lot of strategy that comes into these. So let's jump in and see what Goldtooth has to offer us. We'll see if we have some access to some more units here. I believe that it will kind of grow and expand what we can do. And there's a bit more of a traditional battle. So we have our main turret here at the bottom. We're going to have some enemy turrets here. We can actually look at what all these do. So these are just some little kind of angry chickens that'll run out at us. This is our opponent's guard tower. So this is where our opponent can deploy. If we actually capture this, we're going to be able to deploy there too. And then we have some mining gold veins, so we can send miners up here to be able to get us some extra gold to kind of ramp ourselves up in the battle. And then we have the big scary guy himself, Goldtooth, up here. So let's get this thing started. So melee and range combo will help us capture the tower and deploy minis closer to Goldtooth. So it's all about the deploying and getting set up here. So let's take out one of these guys. You also have spells, which is really, really cool. Kobolds can mine gold from these gold veins, so true. So always setting miners to try and get mining is always going to be great for us. So this is one of my favorite units here. She can actually jump up, power ahead past everything that we're doing, boom, and hit one of our units really hard. Ooh, she got taken out before she got a little bit of range. It's a little bit rough. So we're building here. I'm going to wait for this to complete and then kind of send the house and start getting some units going. Let's try and get some guys over here on the left as well. So we can attack from both sides, just like I said at the beginning. We'll start with the chain lightning here to get a little bit of extra damage. And bingo, bango, would you look at that? Another fight down. Very nice. So early on, it's just kind of trying to teach you the ropes, right? Of trying to utilize your economy, trying to get out ahead, trying to use spells as well as like a variety of enemies. Because if you just throw all of your range units out there, you know, you're just going to have a melee come in and just swipe them down. If you just throw a lot of melee, you know, you're going to get a flying unit. So you kind of have to make sure that you're doing a little bit of everything. So we're going to claim our reward for Goldtooth here and get our first Onyxia sigils. These are going to be really great for advancing and getting onto stronger and harder enemies throughout the campaign. So we get 2. We'll get our first leader. I'm really excited to see what we get here. So Mother Fang, meeting stones are capturable deploy zones. Very easy to lose. These are kind of like fast ones outside of, you know, say the towers where you really have to fight and then you have to rebuild. These are kind of quicker ways that you can kind of go through. Okay, so now you can kind of see what's really cool about these maps is sometimes they have these varied paths that you can take. So we can go down the left path here and we kind of snag around and go from behind. Or we can take the main path, which goes underneath. So two different kind of paths and ways that we can send our units out. Let's start with a miner over here on the right. I see some gold. We can get some ranged. And then let's start sending some units over here on the left as well. I think getting miners out is one of my favorites. Now we have chain lightning, which should be able to do some nasty stuff to that group there. Maybe we can get this meeting stone up here. Would be really nice. We have some guys set up here to be able to defend. I want to get my, my explosive going out here. So let's drop that there. And then look at this. Now we have the ability to just push some units up here at the top as fast as we can. And probably get some miners out here to continue going. Chain lightning we can use to just clean these guys up. Look at this, already up here at the top. Let's jump our girl out here to jump in and get one last little range hit and take out the mother brood. Not too bad there. So again, these early ones are just all about kind of learning the ropes. As this game scales up, it gets insanely hard to win some of these battles. I tell you what, there are some that I was just stuck on over and over and over again until something just kind of clicked. I got that strategy going, and then you can kind of excel and learn that next step. So now we have a little bit more for our Griffin Rider. We're almost to the point where we're going to be able to get our first hero. The heroes are really what changes the game, which is what I think is super exciting here. Now we have a decision here. So we're going to choose our first leader. The first one we can look at is Gromesh Hellscream, who many people know as a very famous WoW character. For the Horde, all nearby units gain Bloodlust. So just kind of improve and make our units a little bit stronger. Bloodlust, the units will gain 33% movement and attack speed. So if we can get a bunch of them with Bloodlust, they're all going to be attacking and moving way faster and kind of storm towards our opponents. We have Old Murk-Eye. So Old Murk-Eye looks like a ranged unit here with AoE. March of the Murlocs. For 5 seconds after deploying, summon a Murloc Tide Hunter for each gold spent on other minis. So basically, you're going to want to spend gold. You want to get probably to like 10 gold to play Old Murk-Eye, play out a bunch of other units, and then just get a bunch of Murlocs to kind of get a nice little swarm here. And then Baron Rivendare. So Baron Rivendare here is a melee and one target attacker. Probably just kind of nukes. Rivendare apparently summons skeletons at buildings you control. Okay, so he's going to kind of resummon and give us some stuff. You know, Old Murk-Eye looked pretty fun. Let's go ahead and take Old Murk-Eye. I did not take him in my original playthrough, so let's get some new stuff going on. Got some shards. Got everything going here with Old Murk-Eye. Very nice. And we can claim the reward from Mother Fang here. And then now that we have this awesome new unit, we can take on the Dockmaster. Use switches to control which directions your mini will travel, collect gold, and avoid the barrels. So he's going to be throwing big barrels at us, and we have to use these switches that are available. I'll show you right here to be able to maneuver our units around.
Will not be hampered by insects.
So true. So these switches are very important to make sure that we're sending our opponents on the right path. Again, we have a meeting stone here. We have the Donkey Kang. He's going to hurl barrels, so just make sure because they will absolutely crush us. We have a single and ranged attack. So let's get started here. We have 7, so let's get... let's wait till we get to 10, and then we'll just burst like crazy. We'll go boom, boom, boom. Look at all these little guys go, dude. I love this. We did not get any more. Okay, so we have to watch out for the barrel. We're gonna need to move our guys over to the right. Get out of there! Okay. We actually got out of the way just in time. Look at this Murloc swarm. This is amazing. Okay, I think all of our units are gonna die here. Okay, we made it work. Get a little shock here. Try and get some money. Let's start moving over to the left here to try and avoid some of this. And then what I think I'm going to do right now is just kind of save up and get another big Murk-Eye swing, because that seemed to be really strong. No. We got to take those guys out. Okay. So I'm kind of fell behind a little bit here. Again, you know, if you mess with this guy and you go down the wrong path, you're going to be in some trouble. So he looks like he's situated over here on the left. So let's get a big burst going right here on the right. So we're going to go boom, boom, boom. Just get as many units out here as possible. And we'll just get a nice little swarm going. Now that we have some space, and with a little chain lightning, and bingo bango, wouldn't you see it, you'll go through. Really, really cool how this game works with trying to find these different paths and ways to victory. Sometimes you have to wait and save up your gold. Sometimes you really want to just like kind of burst out and get as much out as possible. Honestly, there you have it. Those are the first 3 battles. If you go and download right now on either iOS or Android, Warcraft Rumble, you can experience this early opening and just really see how this game grows. Supporting these sponsors really, really helps the channel, so I super hope that you check it out. And tell me down in the comments below, which hero did you choose? Thanks again, Warcraft Rumble. Binks out. Binks. Binks. Binks.